Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Today, if you guessed that I'm going to be over with the rabbits, you are correct. I'm in that time of year with this weather that I have to start making sure I unscrew the hose every night. It didn't freeze last couple of nights, but like 3 nights ago it did. So I'm pretty forgetful when it comes to doing that each evening. So I've been working on it, trying to get better so we don't bust any hoses or anything like that, because that's happened in the past. But today it looks like I left my hose last night here in the bunny barn, so we will start over here. All right, that's much better. I was trying to do y'all in here with the tripod on and it just wasn't working. You couldn't get any view whatsoever. So I got my metallic base back on, or magnetic. I don't know why I always want to call that metallic. But what do you think, Chippy Dippy? What did I give you? We are on baby watch with Butters. She should be giving birth this week, actually. All right, Chip, I'm getting your poop out. Don't attack me, okay? Please. Chip does not like the sound of stuff being scraped. And yes, I use my bare hands, but I wash them very good afterward. Okay. What do you think, Chip? She's in her little resting spot. She loves laying in that corner. Okay, darling. All right. And then I'll fill up their water at the end all together, because little Miss Lisa Mischief down there likes to jump around and she spills everybody's water. How you doing, Bart? Hey, you still have some pellets from last night. You didn't eat all your dinner. That's a lot of your hay, though. Bart will eventually be going over in Buddy's cage, since we're not going to be keeping Buddy because he's infertile. We just don't have the space, unfortunately, to keep a bunch of, well, Dirk says all animals on the farm have to have a job, which makes sense. I don't really have any rabbits or chickens that I would consider pets, except for Pepperoni, our rabbit that started out as a pet before we got into breeding. Now, Lisa, are you going to be like your mom? Or, yeah, are you going to be like your mom, Thumper, and start chewing the GoPro? I wish you wouldn't. Those things aren't cheap. Just got to get your poop out of the way. Go. And hopefully as soon as corn harvest ends, Papa Bear will be able to get back on another rabbit hutch for me, and then Lisa and Chip will get into their permanent houses. Goodness, y'all. It's been so long since I've really used the magnetic base on this that I forget how to angle it and operate it and everything. All right, we might actually have a frozen hose. Not getting much water out of it. There we go. Watch out, Chippy. Watch out. Yeah, I've got a little bit of probably ice in there somewhere, but I'm getting some water through, so just cover up there. Look at that. Look at those rabbit turds. Vanna, she's the culprit. I don't know why she likes to come in here and torment these bunnies, but she does. All right, so 2 of our changes which you may have noticed if you caught a couple of my shorts with the bunnies, is that we now have residents over here in these grow out pens. And this little guy, my goodness, this hose is giving me fits. Stop. This little guy, his name is Brownie. And he was actually in the grow out pen over there. But he was being a little mischievous and his hormones were starting to kick in. And he was wanting to go around and have his way with all the other bunnies, causing absolute chaos and stress. What are you doing? I promise you don't want to jump down. What are you doing? Sweetie? So I had to separate him. I didn't want to, but he was causing way too much stress with the other bunnies over there. You like nibbling on your corn? We do supplement them corn throughout the winter. I mean, they might get half an ear once a week or so, and they'll nibble on it. If anything, it provides some good enrichment for them. You didn't finish your pellets last night either. I will bring you some more hay, dude. And I've shot a couple of shorts of these guys in here. What are you doing? Breaking down the gates? Don't fall. Don't fall. Who's the stomper? Who's stomping at me? Are they not the cutest? Y'all, look at the little heart noses. We got a fluff ball, and then we got one that's a little curly on the curly side. But, yep, they've been moved out of Mama Thumper's cage. Oh, they've been in here almost a week, I'd say. They're finally starting to warm up to me because they realize that I'm the one that brings the food every time. So they see me and they see food. But they're still pretty skittish. But you can't really blame them. They're so tiny. They're so small. Go get you some hay. I think they finally started transitioning from using all their hay as a bathroom spot, and now they're actually starting to eat it too. So I've been putting a little extra in there for them. Good morning, Vanna. How you doing this morning? Are we being grumpy today? I had to bust open another bale of hay and kind of rearrange her house in here for her a little bit, but she seems to like it just fine. And this is breakfast time for everyone, so they'll get a fill up on hay and everything later as well. Brownie, what are you doing? Watch out. Brownie doesn't really eat a lot of hay. He kind of just plays around with it, nibbles from time to time, makes an absolute mess of it, but what can you do? He's a rabbit. Okay. All right. To save my sanity a little bit, I'm going to put y'all on pause and go ahead and take care of everyone's water dishes. That way I'm not trying to juggle 3 things and y'all. So I'll be right back with you. All right, y'all. Watering's done. I'm going to have to get on to Papa Bear when he wakes up. Look at all this lumber. Right in the middle of Bunny Lane. That's one thing that we've both been trying to get better at, is cleaning up our areas when we're done with the project. And as you can see, he's made the gate, the door to our corn crib, which I'm absolutely in love with. But now all the boards and stuff are here, and I don't want to move them. So I'm going to see if he can use them today for anything. Alright, now this is who's on pregnant watch, on baby watch this week. Miss Butters is due, I think y'all will be seeing this Tuesday if you're watching it when it airs. And she's due Thursday. So I have fingers crossed, toes crossed that everything goes okay. She's not started nesting yet. But I can't really remember. I don't think she's one that does nest, you know, days in advance. I think she's one that will start nesting maybe the night before, the morning of. But you can see those are all the pellets that she had left over from last night. And bunnies, the does typically don't eat as much in the days right leading up to giving birth. So hopefully it's a good sign. She has been nibbling on a lot more hay, but that's the hay that I put in there just to try to attract her in there to build a nest. I think I mentioned it in one of the other videos that I can't remember which bunny it was from earlier in the year. She was a first-time mom, and even though the nesting box was in the house, she started taking the hay out of the nesting box and building her own nest in the corner. And I want to avoid that because since it is on the wire, it just wouldn't be very good for the babies. And with it being colder, it doesn't provide as much warmth as a nesting box would. So I'm going to grab her some hay. Hopefully she won't eat y'all. Neighbor, sweetheart. I really need to get over here sometime this week and go ahead and empty their poop trays and clean their cages a little bit. I've shown you before, you can see where their poop just kind of hangs, gets caught on hair, hay, whatever. It's just frustrating because the last time that I took care of that, I mean, and it doesn't take long. I think it took me maybe an hour to get through all the cages. But literally the very next day, it was the same thing. It was like I hadn't done it at all. They gave me no grace period of enjoying nice clean cages. It was just right back to that. So I don't get as worried about doing that every single day. It is dangling under the cage, and rabbit poop is very dry unless they urinate on it. So it's not attracting bugs or anything like that. But I do need to get over here and get them cleaned out again. I might do that later today. Just knock both of those out. I know your hay thing is full, but... And now this is Tanner. She was the one that I was expecting babies on October the 13th. I bred her with Buddy, and he's the one that ended up being infertile, unfortunately. And Crazy Linda here, if you have not watched that short about Crazy Linda gets herself into a predicament or whatever, I forget exactly what I called it, go watch it. She's a nut. She decided, I guess, that she wanted to make a loft in her house. Camera shy today, girl? What do you think? She's a good rabbit, good mom. She's always been a little on the skittish side. She does not like to be held. She does not like to be touched. And this one here. She did have some ice in hers, so I gave that to her. She was nibbling on it. Her cage is a mess. A little bit. It's that long hair, isn't it, Mama? Alright, we gonna be nice? You're not gonna attack me on camera, are you? Here we go. Good girl. Thank you for being nice to me. Okay, buddy. I had to show you all this because this cracks me up. Why on earth do bunnies like to put things in their water dish? Specifically the corn cobs once they're done with them. It's not just him. I don't know how many times I came out here earlier in the year and there were just corn cobs in every single water dish. And, you know, you take them out and they put them right back in within an hour or two. Enjoy your breakfast. Good morning, Mr. Levi. Don't hop out. I feel pretty comfortable letting them get right up to the gate. A rabbit's natural instinct is not going to be to jump from a super high area. It's just you got to worry about them tripping and falling out. Yesterday they all got leaves to nibble on. It's amazing how much they just like a good dry leaf. I don't know, rabbit things, I guess. What are you doing, Mouse? And look at what I have had to do in Mouse and Sassy's and in Thumper's. I had to put geodes in this case, in their water dishes because they're so messy and they're so mischievous that I would come out here 2 or 3 times a day and find their water dishes completely flipped. I know they're not drinking at all, so they're just doing it to create chaos. I just know it. But I figure, and don't get me wrong, he has managed to knock that over with that geode in it. Rabbits are pretty strong. But I just don't want him to go, or any of them to go, long times throughout the day without, do you smell somebody on me? What do you smell on me? What do you smell? Which bunny you smell? Huh? He is a big love bug. Hey, sweetie. What are you doing? And y'all might say, Mom Bear, you ought to get some of those drip water things. Hanging drip waterers. No, not going to do it. All right. You good on your hay for now? Yes, because you make a mess. I tell you what, y'all. I know for a fact that one of these mornings, you're going to see one of these little wild birds nail me in the head. They love hanging out on all of our big cages there. And I don't know if they're just so used to me, but they will fly within like centimeters. I swear centimeters of my face and my head. Good morning, Sassy. And if you can't tell, this is Bart and Lisa's dad. He's got that beautiful those beautiful broken colors. My mouth doesn't want to talk this morning. Once again, I have not had my coffee. I thought I was going to be taking a break from coffee because I've been having some stomach issues, just getting really nauseous. But I've also been I started taking some mushroom tinctures just in my coffee, and I don't know if my system just can't handle them every day or if it was, I don't know. I was taking them as directed. So I've been kind of playing trial and error on what could have been causing that to happen. And no, I don't have a bun in the oven. So get that out of your heads. But I went a couple days without coffee and I didn't really like that very much. So I decided to try pulling back on the tinctures, and lo and behold, no nausea. So I don't know. I'll probably play around with it a little bit more and just see what kind of dosage works best for my body. I loved all the other effects that I was having from them, but hey, Grumpy, Thumperwumps, what are you doing? If I lay my camera here, if I set it here, are you gonna eat it? No, you're gonna go to the bathroom. Be right back. Don't eat my GoPro. There we go. But anyway, I am back on the coffee and just pulling back on the tinctures. And I'm not drinking as much coffee as I have been, but you know, I have to Google benefits of drinking coffee, and I just go straight black. I don't add any sugar, no milk, no nothing to it. So I mean, it's as pure as can be. So if there is a coffee good to drink, and they do, coffee has a lot of benefits, and I'm rambling, y'all, because I haven't had any of said coffee. So bear with me. I'm sure some of y'all out there, if you're watching this early in the morning, you know how I feel. I think I'm done with the rabbits. I think I'm done. Vanna, you want to tell them goodbye? Want to say goodbye? No? You want some pellets? I'll tell you. But yeah, that's, trying to think, like I said, I'm rambling. That's about all of my morning chores. Here later on today, I may end up shooting another video, getting out here and going ahead and just getting their poop trays emptied and tidying up around here a little bit. I might do that. It's supposed to be pretty today. I was gonna spend time down in the store working on eBay listings, but I might just wait until this evening to do that, since it's obviously getting dark a lot earlier. It cuts into my time of being outside. And I guess that sounds like a mighty fine idea, working out here during the day and then just heading down there once it gets dark, maybe. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But I need to get over here and do that, and better to do it on a cool day. I have to be careful over here. If you didn't see my short the other day, I was coming to turn off the water, and there was a really good size assassin bug sitting right on top of it. So I relocated it. I usually don't shy away from holding any type of bug, and I have actually held an assassin bug before, a year or two ago down in the store doing eBay listings. There was one crawling across my desk, but it was tiny in comparison to that one. I think they can be venomous if you have an allergy to them, maybe, but their bites are supposed to be incredibly painful. That's why I seen that one. I was like, yeah, I'm moving you with a leaf, not with my bare hand. But trying to get over here. Muffles some of that car noise. But I have no shortage of projects that I need to be doing outside, y'all, so you might be seeing me a lot more doing solo cleanup videos. I've mentioned we've got a lot of big projects to do together this winter, but with the lighting changes, getting dark so much earlier and everything, I'm not going to be able to rely on Papa Bear to be here to shoot a video with me, so we'll see what I get into. Some type of shenanigans, I'm sure. But thank you for tagging along with me and the rabbits this morning. Like I said, Butter's just a few more days, and she should give us babies. Linda, she's still got about probably 2.5 weeks left. I don't know the exact date. I've got it written down somewhere, but stay tuned for that, because they'll probably be pretty darn cute. They always are. But thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, being awesome. And like we like to say here on Mama Bear's Homestead and More, keep on keeping on, friends. We love every one of you.